HSBN Live is on the air. Welcome everybody to Northeast High School for tonight's game between South Broward and Northeast.
With the winds from the east-southeast at 13 miles per hour.
Hello again everybody, I'm Jay Hayback along with my broadcast partner as usual, Mr. Justin Bresner. Justin, welcome.
Happy to be here, Jay. Looking forward to a good game.
And also tonight we have my other broadcast partner. Haven't seen him in a while. Nice to see Christopher Firmino.
Thank you, Jay. Welcome. Great to be here.
And as usual, Emilio Sierra here on the production duties and doing a great job in working our cameras.
Here's your starting lineup for the visiting South Broward Bulldogs. Batting first, number 7, the shortstop, Mickey Isayamans. Batting second, number 5, the right fielder, Mario Nunez. Batting third, number 13, Junior Murillo, catcher. Batting fourth, number 2, Luis Nunez, the third baseman. Batting fifth, number 18, Max Odds, first base. Batting sixth, number 0, Luke Valencias, he's the center fielder. Batting seventh, number 3, John Hall, he's the pitcher. Batting eighth, number 8, Jake Finken, he's the left fielder. And batting ninth, number 11, Jacob LaRock, the second baseman. These are your South Broward Bulldogs coming in at 6-6.
Thanks for that lineup, Chris, and also we will give you the lineup for Northeast High School momentarily as well.
Head coach for the South Broward Bulldogs is Darren Koch.
The shortstop, number 7, Mackay Simons, number 7.
All right, we are about ready to start here, so first batter coming in is Mackay Simons.
Your umpires tonight, home plate umpire Corey McEwen, and out in the field is Steve Kaplan.
So here we go, folks. We are ready for action. Logan Rose on the mound, and here's the first pitch and swung on and fouled back, and we are underway. And guys, I have some interesting intel as I went and talked with both dugouts before the game. Talked with a group of players on each team, and I'll give you the results of that in just a moment. That one popped up. Who will get it? And it'll be Rose settling underneath it, and he makes the catch. 1 out. So I spoke with both teams, groups of players on each team.
Marino Nunez,
and
number 5.
Interestingly enough, I got the exact same response from both teams. I asked them both who's going to win tonight. I asked South Broward. They said we are. I said, tell me why. Said, we want it more. I said, okay, it sounds good. I went over to Northeast. I said, who's going to win tonight? I said, we are. I said, well, tell me why. I said, we want it more. I got the exact same answer from both teams. And it's interesting because that's not usually an answer we get out here. That one missed. Low battery.
And the pitch to Nunez in there for a strike. Big curveball there, in for a strike. Called strike 3. Nunez down looking. 2 away. Here's number
13, Jalmar Malijo, number 13.
Got the curveball working tonight. Count 0-1.
But South Broward guys also seem to think that they had the upper hand and the edge, and that one hit hard, but right at the third baseman, up and over to first, and he got him. That will do it.
1, 2, 3, go the Bulldogs. The end of the half inning, South Broward 0. Hurricanes coming to bat.
Better?
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say yeah.
Playing metal all day.
Yeah, not now though. Different crowd on here.
No, same crowd. Same crowd.
That's not really what I wanted.
Ludacris going in on the verse 'cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, keep them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere. What they saying, Luda's back.
You are watching HSBN Live. And guys, I'll tell you, you know, we talk about the factors coming into a game like this, Justin and Chris, and biggest factor right now is the sun. You know, usually it's the wind that we're talking about, but right now it's really the sun that is just absolutely driving this game. It is in a position that makes it very hard for the batter and for some of the fielders. The fielders on the left side of the field are okay, but the fielders on the right, like the first baseman, those throws coming in from third and from short are going to be tough.
Or can you guys
You lighten it up. Too dark.
Yeah, it's very dark.
I just did, but I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, it's that dark.
Seriously? It's such great music on during batting practice. Come on, man.
Changed out.
Matt, it's more shady right here.
Here's your starting lineup for the Northeast Hurricanes coming in at 8 and 5. Batting first, number 3, the DH, Nick Steinberg.
My arm cousin, that's your
Batting second, number 7, Hidon Uela. He's a left fielder. Batting third, number 25, Nick Donatucci. He's the center fielder. Batting fourth, number 13, Ryan Gaida, first baseman. Batting fifth, number 1, Robert Zwaney. He's the third baseman. Batting sixth, number 10, Ben Steinberg. He's the right fielder. Batting seventh, number 19, Tyrone Bell. He's the catcher. Batting eighth, number 11, Owen Sloan. He's the second baseman. And batting ninth, number 5, Manny Carela. He's the shortstop.
Leading off for the Hurricanes, the designated hitter, number 3, Nick Steinberg. Number 3.
Pitch is outside for a ball. Count 1-0. In there for a called strike. The count 1-1. And the pitch. Curveball in there for a strike. Count 1-2. Pitch is popped up into the outfield. Center fielder under it. Right fielder calls him off. Who's going to catch it? Center fielder, 1 out.
The left fielder, number 7, Jaden Vela. Number 7.
That's why people are watching.
Pitch is low for a ball. Count 1-0. Number 7, Hidon Uela, the left fielder.
All right, JJ. Yes, JJ.
Bounced up there. Count 2-0. Pitch is in there for a called strike.
Looked like a cut fastball or a slider of some sort. Good movement on that pitch.
Count 2-1. Way up high. Count 3-1. Last thing you want to do, Jay, is got to walk right here.
Well, I'll continue what I was saying before about the pregame.
Oh, a courtesy strike.
The one thing South Broward that I found interesting
Full count.
said that
The
they
center
thought
fielder, number 25, Nick Donatucci. Number 25.
they thought that South Broward really thought that one hit foul. South Broward really believed that they were in the heads of Northeast,
Right.
and they had beaten Northeast the last few times, and they felt like if they got up early,
Yep.
that would wipe them out, and that would basically take the wind right out of them.
Well, you got to keep your foot on the gas the whole way, Jay. Game's not over till the bottom of the 7th inning. Pitch is high for ball. Walk.
Now the batter is number 25, the center fielder, Nick Donatucci. Number 25.
Number 25, Nick Donatucci, the center fielder. 1 on, 1 out. Pitch is popped up. Shallow center. And the right fielder's under it for the catch, Marino Nunez. 2 outs.
And that was one that Nunez actually had to fight the sun a little
First
bit.
baseman, number 13, Ryan Guida.
You could
number
see-
13.
That's the one I met at the bagel shop.
You could see the sun coming in from left field as the right fielder who came over to make the catch had a little bit of difficulty getting over there. Nunez had a hard time fighting the sun on his way over.
Yeah, that's going to be a factor here for the next hour or so, Jay. Not a lot of cloud cover out here. It's a beautiful day for baseball, but it's a bad position for the sun. Which is in there for a strike to Ryan Guida, number 13, the first baseman. It just hammered into the
hard.
outfield. And
And
it
it'll be
diving
caught. It
stop.
is caught in center field. Look at that catch.
Luke Valencia's with the catch and the dive. The swan song of the game so far.
What a diving catch.
Guy that gave it a ride, but right into the glove of Valencia.
Yeah, Guida got a good piece of that one, Chris. And the one thing that you could see is he didn't get the spin underneath. You know, the major leaguers always talk about getting that backspin to hit the home runs. He hit the ball square, but did not get that backspin, and the ball died a little bit. And that's why the center fielder, Nunez, had to come in. Valencias had to come in and make the catch on the dive because that spin was actually going down a little bit.
That should be on SportsCenter tonight. What a beautiful catch.
Well, we are live, so no reason we can't send it to them.
After 1 inning of play, scores tied at 0.
You are watching HSBN Live, Broward Game of the Week. And guys, this was a game put on the schedule a few months ago after the rainout that we had here back in February, where we encountered a monsoon, Justin.
We
The
did.
third baseman, number
Took
2,
our canopy.
Luis Nunez.
Yeah, our
Number
canopy,
2.
rest in peace, died on that day after about 60 pounds of rain had it collapse on us.
Here we go to the top of the second, leading off for the Broward Bulldogs. Number 2, Luis Nunez. He's the third baseman.
Did he go? No,
Called
it's a
strike.
called strike. We are in the top of the second inning here at Northeast High School. Another pitch, exactly the same spot and exactly the same result.
All about location, Jay.
Count now 0-2.
Pitch is popped up. Heads up. Up and out of play. Way up high and inside.
Is that good, Emilio?
It just popped up the center field,
It's a bit dark. It's dark? Yeah.
and he makes the catch. One away.
The first baseman, number 18, Max Odes, number 18.
Max Odes, the batter, number 18. He's the first baseman. Big, tall right-hander with power.
Better? Should be.
She's low and away, gets away from the catcher. Count 1-0.
There we go.
Which is outside. Count 3-0.
How about now? No? Worse?
Wow. Pitch is way up high and he walked him. Nope. Never mind, he didn't walk him. Count 3-1. Have the scoreboard. There's the walk.
Center fielder,
about
number
now?
0, Luke Valencius, number 0.
That's as bright as I can make it.
Number 0, Luke Valencia is the center fielder.
Right, like it only goes to that brightness.
Luke Valencia is the center fielder. Had that amazing catch last inning.
Right center, Luke, right center!
A shot calling Luke's shot for him.
1 on, 1 out. In the top of the second, no score. Swung on and missed. Foul away.
Something up. Well, the concession stands right behind us. I'm sure they got some other stuff, maybe some pizza or something. So Luke Valencius steps back into the box. 1 out, 1 on. We got him. Oh, umpire says no.
Very close play at first, Justin.
I'm surprised.
Throw over by the catcher.
Very surprised by that.
Odes with a big lead from first. Almost got him, half a step.
Yeah, but he doesn't take as big a lead this time.
No.
That was
oh,
too
no.
close.
No, they're going to keep an eye on him. And the pitch to Valencias. Up and
Outside.
away.
That's going to get down there.
Threw for a base hit up the left side.
Nice
Beautiful
contact.
hit by Melenches.
Right center, Johnny, right center.
2 on and 1 out. Here's number 3, John
Pitcher,
Hall, the pitcher.
Number 3, John Hall. Number 3.
All right, kids, get ready again. Let's go.
Pitcher Jalen Rose in a bit of trouble right now. He's one double play away from getting out of the jam, though. Let's see it. Pitch is up high. Good. Logan Rose has lost the strike zone. Oh, he can't find the strike zone at all. Rose having a bit of control issues right here. Gonna want to load the bases. There's nobody there. Rose just kind of stalling here for a second.
Pitcher versus pitcher.
Pitcher's got batter's got nothing to worry about. This guy can't find the strike zone. He's got to stand there. There's a strike, courtesy strike. Counts 2-1 on John Hall. Pitch is fouled away. Count 2-2.
Yeah.
Pitch is outside. Count 3-2.
Ode's back over to second in time.
You don't want to walk him here, Justin.
Not if you can help it.
A walk will load the bases. And the 3-2 pitch. Sorry. Fouled away. Count holds at 3-2.
You know, I'll tell you guys, you know, in terms of production for tonight with our 3-camera setup that we have, this sun is wreaking havoc with our cameras tonight. And I'm sure, folks, some of you have seen that some of our cameras have even gone dark with the way the sun comes in. So we are doing our very best. We're aware of it. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss. He struck him out. A huge strikeout from Rose. And now it's 2 outs with 2 on.
The left fielder, number 8, Jake Finken.
Boy, did Northeast need that.
That was a huge out, Jay. One bad pitch away from loading the bases. Here's Jake Finken, the left fielder, number 8.
Or a belt-high pitch from clearing the bases, for that matter. That one popped up. Looks like it's going to go foul, and it does down the left side.
Count 0-1.
The sun is now on the left field line, straight down the third baseline if you're facing the sun from the batter's box.
We have a courtesy runner, number 18, Max Odes, at second base.
That one missed. That was a good pitch, though, Chris. You know, he's gotten that pitch called. We've seen a couple of batters that got that pitch called, maybe a couple of inches, a little bit more inside. South Broward with 2 on and 2 out here in the second inning. Curveball popped up, out of play.
Late swing. You got a piece of it.
Logan Rose this season, Chris, has been the workhorse. He's pitched the most innings, 22 innings, 2-1 record with a 1.91 ERA, 23 strikeouts against only 7 walks.
Very good.
So a 3-to-1 ratio for Rose, and he is the number 1 here for Northeast.
right now in a bit of a jam.
He's a junior. He is 6 feet tall, 190. Curveball. It's on the right side. It's going to be a base hit. Rounding third. Here he comes home. Here comes the throw. It's going to be out. Safe at home. Here's the throw to second. He's going to be safe at second. Here's the play home. He's going to be safe at home. And the runner will go to third. 2-run score for South Broward. Northeast looks stunned. Jake Finken with a base hit in between second and safe at second. Here's the play home. He's got to be safe at home. Straight away.
The second baseman.
Luke Valenciez then scored right behind him, and Jake Finken went all the way to third. 2-0 Bulldogs.
Jacob LaRock, the batter, number 11, the second baseman.
Bulldogs, just as they said, we're going to get up on them early.
Well, the pitch came late to home, Jay. The runner was safe by a mile. Catcher threw the ball to second. The runner was safe at second. Tries to throw the ball home, get the other guy. Throws way off line, and Finken runs to third. So base hit, and he ends up on third, 2-run score. It's exactly what you want. Have the other team throw the ball around.
Popped up, out of play. Well, you got to think, Chris, when that ball was hit to right field, you got to think as the right fielder, Ben Steinberg came in on that ball, and he thought he had a chance. So he's got to make that throw.
It was a beautiful throw.
It's up to the first baseman at that point to cut it, Ryan Guida. And when Guida let the ball go through, Northeast was still okay until the ball got thrown to second base. And then at that point, it was Valenciez that made the decision to go from third base home, which, of course, helped Finken get to third. So it was a chain of events that worked in the favor of South Broward.
A 2-out base hit, scores 2 runs, and he ends up on third. I mean, magnificent.
And South Broward now leads 2-0, as you can see on our scoreboard. For those of you who haven't seen a broadcast with us lately, we now have a 3-camera setup, and we'll show you all 3 of those cameras. You can see the sun blazing through on camera 3 that Emilio shows you whenever we see the profile of the batter in the batter's box. Camera 1 is the camera behind home plate. Fastball down Broadway for a strike.
Come on, right center, kid, right center.
So this is camera 1. Camera 2
Popped him up.
and he
Shallow
popped
left
him up.
center. Shortstop there to make the catch. A beautiful catch by Manny.
My apologies for switching the camera there, folks, but pop up to the shortstop, and that will end the inning.
Bulldogs get 2 runs. The end of 2.5.
2 huge runs for South Broward.
Here we go to the bottom of the second inning.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Bottom of the second. Here we go. Number 1, Robert Zwaney, the third baseman. Hurricanes trailing 2-0.
Leading off for your Hurricanes, The third baseman, number 1, Robert
Cornhole.
Suwani. Number 1.
As the game goes on.
Here go, Rob.
Suwani pops it up.
Come on, drop it.
One away. Jacob
Right
LaRock with the
fielder,
catch.
Number 10, Ben Steinberg. Number 10.
Here's Ben Steinberg, number 10. He's the right fielder.
Come on, Benton.
And then I hesitated, tried to get him back, and he was already gone. And thank God, I like his read. I'll take it.
How important was it to get the lead in this game and play from ahead?
Well, you always like to play ahead, but I tell my guys, it doesn't matter what the score is. You play the game of baseball the way it's supposed to be played, whether you're up 10, down 10, or whether you're in a dogfight. You just play the game.
Thanks, Coach Cook. We appreciate it. Back to the game.
Thank you.
Pitch is hammered foul off to the left side and out of play. Count 1 and 2 on Suwani, on Steinberg rather.
He goes on Facebook on Sundays. I know what he goes.
Pitch is hammered out to left field. Fielder gives it a look.
So, like, I think
Just out of play.
What?
It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
What?
You can't take off over there and have a
Hold it 1 and 2 on Steinberg.
It doesn't work.
That's me.
All day. They're all like, who's that?
He's up.
You're supposed to stand up and point. You're the remember we talked before. You're supposed to stop these guys. Remember we
Come on, Benton.
Pitch is lofted in the left field. Gonna dunk in for a base hit.
I got lost because, you were doing this. You told me to put it
Hurricanes are in business, 1 on, 1 out. Here's the catcher, number 19, Tyrone Bell.
Number 19, Tyrone Bell Jr. Number 19.
Tyrone Bell Jr.
Make some bad 1950s, green honeys. I love bluebills. Shorty, what she want? I want to.
Don't blame me
Awful
for
music
somebody.
here, folks. We apologize.
You can't do that. I'm telling you, you can't do that. If you're going to do that, there's no point in doing this.
Good eye.
Pitch is low. Count 1 and 0 on Bell. popped out back in the first.
Sayamons, I think is the Sayamons, the pronunciation we were given. Sayamons 0 for 1 on the evening.
There's no sound. I'm getting a text saying there's no sound.
The shortstop, number 7, Mackay Simons, number 7.
Here's Sayamons to lead off the top of the third. Bulldogs on top 2-0. Hammer to left field. And foul. Marino Nunez on deck. Pitch is low, count 1-1.
That sun is blinding. It's got to be rough for the batter. Watches that one stay up high.
And for the right side of the field, too. The right field, the first baseman. Especially the first baseman is going to field the throw. And the pitch to Sayamons.
Popped up out of play. You know, the one thing Chris Northeast can't have here is South Broward get on him and get some more runs, because just mentally we're looking at a possible meltdown from Northeast if South Broward keeps putting on the pressure here. And that's really what South Broward's trying to do, is play the mental game of getting up early and putting that pressure on them. Big sweeping curveball missed.
That curveball was working for him earlier, but not so much now. He can't locate it. Rose having trouble finding the strike zone. There it is.
He struck him out.
Located when he has to, I guess.
The right fielder, number 5, Marino Nunez, number 5.
Here's Marino Nunez, number 5. He's the right fielder. He struck out back in the first. Pitch gets away. Count 1-0. Logan Rose breezed through the first inning, and then he struggled in the second. It's not look good so far here in the third. Shows bunt, pulls the bat back. From here. What if he hung them from there? No? Okay.
We also have a fourth member of our crew here tonight. We want to welcome a new member of our crew, Laszlo Banez. Laszlo, welcome.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, guys.
So Laszlo also will be participating with us both on the air and off the air, and will be a member of HSBN Live as well as South Florida Broadcast Network. Our team is growing constantly. That one popped up. This is going to be a hard play. That Sun playing havoc with this one. And it's a fair ball. Look at that. It lands right on the line. It'll look like a screamer in the scorebook, but it is an infield hit. The ball only went about 12 feet.
Catcher, number 13, Jalmar Mauricio.
And the sun wasn't
Number
a factor
13.
on that, Jay. It looks like Robert Zuani just kind of overran it by a half step, laying it behind him. So a hit for Nunez. Here's Murillo, the catcher. Grounded at third back in the first. 1 on, 1 out. Bulldogs on top 2-0 here, the top of the third. Throw over to first.
A snap throw and a sidearm throw. We haven't seen any sidearm pitches from Rose, but for some reason he chose to throw to first that way. A huge lead over at first base. Another snap throw, again about a 3/4 slot from Rose. They are very concerned about that runner, Chris, and it looks like they should be, as Nunez has about a 6.5-foot lead there at first base. Fastball right down Broadway for a strike.
Last thing you want to do, Jay, let Nunez get into scoring position with less than 2 outs. Throw over again. A very short lead for Nunez. They're throwing anyway.
Murillo this season hitting .222, but he does have a home run to his credit. So he can hit the long ball. And not a lot of wind here today, so favorable condition for Murillo. He has 1 of 4 home runs this season.
Pitch is up high
for the Bulldogs. And the lights are on.
Just going to mention that, Jay.
Here at Northeast High School, although the sun is still blazing out of the left field corner. Runner goes, popped up, and
Up and
out of play.
Well, I guess the hit and run was on, Jay.
You know,
Nothing doing.
I don't know if it was a hit and run, Chrissy. You know, sometimes it's hard to tell because the batter may know that the runner is stealing, but the pitch may look good to him. And sometimes it's not a hit and run sign. It just ends up being a hit and run because he swung at the pitch. But I think that was a straight steal. I think they're trying to get him to second base to drive him in at this point. Popped up out of play. It's a good at-bat here for Murillo. He has been very scrappy against Rose.
I searched it online. I was looking for
In the dirt, it gets away easily to second base, and he'll stay right there. So Nunez makes his way 90 feet towards second base and towards the sun, for that matter.
That's not what the Canes were looking for, Jay. Now the Dogs have a runner in scoring position with only 1 out.
Every minute that the Hurricanes are trailing in this game causes more stress and more angst, and I think South Broward's feeding off that right now. Way up high.
The Canes bench was making noise a little while ago, but now the Bulldogs are really barking over there
I see what you did.
in the dugout.
Oh, I see what you're doing. You're on it. You're on it today.
Practice at home, Jay.
You try to be slick, but I don't let it get by. Oh, and it hit him.
There we go.
So runners at first and second now with only 1 out, and now it's the number 4 hitter, Luis Nunez. This season, Nunez, Justin, hitting .400 this season. He is a senior, 5'10", 180 pounds.
The third
His
baseman,
on-base percentage
number 2,
is
Luis Nunez. Number
571.
Tyrone Bell out to chat with Rose. There's number 2, Luis Nunez, the third baseman. He flew out to center field back in the second inning. So runners first and second, 1 out.
Huge situation here for both teams.
This is big. Rose got to take his time, and he's got to locate those pitches.
Must throw strikes here. Cannot get behind in the count. And he does get ahead with a beautiful fastball at the knees on the black. That is exactly where he needs to live on this at-bat.
He's got to challenge Nunez, Jay. He can't let him walk, and he can't let him...
Well, challenge. I don't know about challenge, but curveball, and he was late on it.
Count 1-2, 0-2.
When I hear you say challenge and I see that 571 on base percentage, I'm thinking bad things for Northeast.
And that foul got a big piece of Tyrone Bell. He's shaking up a bit.
He's gonna have to take a minute here.
Not sure where it got him, Jay.
Maybe more than a minute. Might have got him in the meaty area that's not protected by the catcher's gear. Couldn't really tell from our vantage point.
Based on his body language, I think he might have taken one of the cup. If he was wearing one. He seems to be okay. He's putting his helmet back on. Nunez back in the box. Tyrone Bell back behind the plate. And his pitch is hammered into left field.
Yeah! Gets the out at second base.
Second base. I didn't see where it went. The sun blinded me. Okay, so we got runners first and third. They're going to fielder's choice there.
The first baseman, number 18, Max Oates. Number 18.
Max Oates, the first baseman. Runners on first and third, 2 outs.
So when you see the cameras are dark, you gotta
Oates walked back in the second. Is there anything on this side? I can't. Brutal, man.
There goes the second.
And a run comes in from third.
Wow.
On the wild throw to second. Oh, they got him locked up at third base. All the runs scored. So a stolen base leads to a run scored. And a run comes in from third.
Wow.
On the wild throw to second. Oh, they got him. Bottom of the top of the fourth. Wild play right there, boys and girls. Catch a Tyrone Bell, threw it to the second baseman, Owen Sloan over his head. The run scored from third, and the center fielder, Nick Donatucci, threw Nunez out at third. And that's how we ended the inning, folks. Got a run scored. The end of 2.5 innings. The Bulldogs on top, 3-0. Yeah, I'm gonna hung them from here or something. So you guys like right here?
Just because, normally, so you hear what, like, the people on the internet don't
You don't have headphones.
No, I was just saying, like, if I was to, like, comment or something, I don't even know, like, if you could hear my voice, before, yeah. That's fine, but leave me in, but I was going to make a comment about the fact that the lights come on because it takes about 30 minutes for them to come on, even though it looks like it's still bright enough. Last year we had a situation where it turned off in the middle of the game. And it took them literally about 35 minutes to come out. Because it was already dark by that time.
Yeah, I mean,
Here we go to the bottom of the third. Leading off is number 5, the shortstop, Manny Carrera. Hurricanes trail 3-0 here in the third.
Number 5, Manny Carrera. Number 5.
Anytime you see me watch someone,
The worst music I have ever heard in my life. Manny Carrera leads off the bottom of the third. And it hit him. One way to get the inning started. Top of the order, number 3, Nick Steinberg, the
Designated
DH.
hitter, number 3, Nick Steinberg. Number 3.
Hey, look, I bring them money that change up the topic.
Really? 1 on, nobody out. Good start for the Hurricanes. First time the leadoff batter's been on base today. Canes trail 3-0. Runner goes.
Hit hard, but right at shortstop. This is going to be the
He's gonna be
easiest double play
doubled up.
that they will ever turn. A nice, easy throw. He actually could have went and tagged him.
Could have, yeah.
And that
Might
is
have
2
been
outs.
easier.
Well, he wouldn't have had a
Error
throw. But either way, it is 2 outs.
Number 7,
That's-
Jaden Vela. Number 7.
Jaden L is the batter.
It'll go as an L6 double play in your scorebook, and we know you're keeping score at home, folks. We will be checking your work after the game.
Tough break for the Canes. Pitch is swung on and missed. Count 0-1.
Sometimes that's the momentum, Chris. You know, we always talk about momentum here on these broadcasts, and sometimes when you're running hot, good things are happening, and sometimes when you're not, even when you hit the ball hard, things like that happen. You know, what should have been a base hit up the middle and runners at first and third ended up wiping out the runner that they had.
And pitcher John Hall just cruising along for the Bulldogs. Pitch outside, count 1-2.
Yeah, you can tell Hall is feeling his confidence right now.
Well, this was the first time that the Canes got the leadoff runner on, and 1 pitch later he was erased.
Hit into the ground, and that'll go foul.
So in 2 pitches, Jay, you had 2 outs. The hit by pitch, and then the pop up to short. That started the double play. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Economical.
It's very, very efficient, and Hall right now is on cruise control just in general. You can just see that he's working very smooth, very efficiently.
Count 2-2 to Ella. Ella walked back in the first.
Jaden Vela hitting .394 this season, and he struck him out. That will do it. No runs again. Hurricanes through 3 innings have not scored. It is South Broward 2, Northeast 0. You are watching HSBN Live, and we have a meeting going on for South Broward, and they're having a good time over there.
Every time Thunderstruck plays, Jay, these guys have a meeting like this. Look at them. The soothing music of Angus Young and AC/DC, Jay.
Well, we always tell our viewers to come listen to your show, the Chris Metal Show on Skyhawk Radio.
Every Saturday night, 7 p.m.
Bone-crushing, heavy metal, family-friendly.
Heartwarming heavy metal. By yours truly, Chris Metal. Check out the website, chrismetalradio.com.
Anytime we hear AC/DC or Metallica, we try to make sure the fans know where they can find that kind of music.
Driving in, I heard Crazy Train. When I'm parking, walking in, I heard Master of Puppets. I'm like, this guy knows what he's doing. He seemed to have lost his way for an inning or 2 there, but for the moment he's back.
Well, they got to go to the masses, you know. You can't just keep on that Chris Metal train.
Oh, of course you can. Blasphemy. Here we go to the top of the 4th. Max Odes.
The first baseman, number 18, Max Odes.
Max
number
Odes.
18.
Max Odes was at the plate at the end of the top of the 3rd. When that throw to second led to that run score. So
up high.
A fresh count for Max Odes. Jay, did you catch the end of the top of the 3rd? Runners first and third with 2 outs. Catcher Tyrone Bell threw to second.
Popped up. Out of play.
It went wide to the outfield. The run scored from third. And the center fielder, Donatucci, got the out at third. So the wild way to end the inning, but they did score a run.
So it is 3-0.
Correct. And Max Odes was at the plate.
We apologize for that. It is 3-0.
Pitch low. Nunez scored on the pass ball.
You didn't.
Popped up right side of the infield. Second baseman's under it. Jacob LaRock makes the catch, 1 away. Good start for the
center fielder.
Good start for the Hurricanes.
Number 0, Luke Valencius. Number 0.
Luke Valencius, the center fielder.
The sun's finally starting to peek behind a couple of trees and a couple of buildings.
Well, whoever planted that tree right there is my new best friend.
Thank you. Thank you for planting that tree. Trees are cool, as my license plate says.
Now we can see the colors of the uniforms, Jay. Valencia's the batter. He had a base hit back in the second.
My eyes are still adjusting, Chris. I can't see any colors right now. I'm just seeing spots from the sun.
Oh boy. Who's driving home?
Goes to bunt and right back at the
What
pitcher.
a beauty.
Up and over. He got him.
So quickly, 2 outs and nobody on.
The pitcher, number 3, John Hall. Number 3.
John Hall, the batter. Hall struck out in the second.
So this will be pitcher versus pitcher here. Looks at a curveball. Good, sharp, late-breaking movement on that curveball from Rose. And the sun finally behind that tree. In for a strike. I'm sure the umpire's happy too. He can finally see as well.
Right, stop calling some strikes. Count 1 and 2 on Hall. He struck him out. Easy 1-2-3 inning for the Hurricanes.
South Broward over Northeast. We are at Northeast High School, and it is getting darker and darker by the minute here.
Center fielder, number 25, Nick Donatucci. Number 25.
So Nick Donatucci now will lead off for Northeast.
Hurricanes trailing 3-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. No time like the present, Jay, to get something going.
Well, we're halfway through this game here at Northeast, and you can hear the dugout start to get into it. Hit hard in between first and second. Nice backhanded play, and he could not hang on to it. Donatucci gets on with an infield hit.
Give him a hit.
The first baseman, number 13, Ryan Guida. Number 13.
We're gonna let the folks hear the dugout of Northeast right now. We don't usually open that mic up, but Justin, sounds like our softball game that we're going to tomorrow.
Guida takes a strike, count 0-1. Like I was saying, Jay, at the beginning of this bottom half of the inning, no time like the present to get something going. Pitch inside rather, count 1-1. Guida, tall right-hander with power. Canes trail 3-0. Guida chants coming from the Hurricanes dugout.
And our fans can actually hear it because that mic is open right now.
Probably our mics are probably picking it up too, Jay. They're making a lot of noise. They're trying to get pumped, and this game's half over.
Another snap throw to first. It looks like Donatucci has some intent on getting to second base. I think even one run here, guys, would make a difference in
huge
stemming
difference.
the tide.
Absolutely.
Curveball popped up. Is there a play? Is there a play? Reaching over, and he makes the catch.
Let's go, Rob.
The third baseman, number 1, Robert Zuani. Number 1.
Robert Zuani, the batter. Zuani flew out to second base back in the second inning. So 1 on, 1 out. Field looks great without that glare, Jay. Pitch is in there for a strike. Curveball inside low. Count 2-1 on Zuani. Runner goes.
Popped up. Again, same exact play. Reaching back. It's almost identical. He makes the catch.
Got him.
And they got him at first. Unbelievable. It's a double play. They're going bananas over at South Broward. So we open the mic at South Broward now because we know that they're going crazy over there. So an extremely unconventional 1-2-3 inning, and the Hurricanes once again getting snake bit by the base running. The Hurricanes have had exactly one base runner in every inning, and in 2 of the 4 innings have been doubled up.
It's a tough break for the Hurricanes, Jay, as they get pushed further out to sea in this game.
As of right now, Hall has faced 2 beyond the minimum.
And he's pitching well. Here's Jake Finken, the left fielder.
Number 8, Jake Finken. Number 8.
Finken had a base hit in the second. We lead off the top of the 5th. Bulldogs on top 3-0. Pitch is low.
Let's go. Stay away.
Pitch is in there for a strike. Count 1-1.
That one hit hard up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for South Broward. A leadoff hit. Boy, Jake Finken is putting it on him today.
The second baseman, number 11, Jacob LaRoque. Number 11.
Yeah, Finken hammered it up the middle.
He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, beautiful hit.
He's the only hitter tonight that hasn't recorded an out yet.
Nice clean hit. He got all of it. Here's Jacob LaRoque, second baseman, number 11. Flew out back in the second. Tyrone Bell out to talk to his pitcher. And Jay, the Bulldogs are hitting Rose awfully hard as of late. Not only they're making noise, they're hitting it, they're getting all of the ball. The guys just finding the strike zone and they're hammering it.
Well, right now, Rose can mitigate the damage by getting the Bulldogs out this inning, but if he starts giving up more runs here, Northeast could be in some trouble. Big lead at first base. And they go to bunt, and it's a good one. Look at that bunt. They got him, but a very successful sacrifice by Jacob LeBrock.
On the second goes Finken. Top of the order, Mikai Sayans.
The shortstop, number 7, Makai Simons.
Simon.
Number 7.
Big sweeping curveball. That one caught a little bit of the outside part of the plate for a strike. Big movement on that curveball from Rose. Tough for a hitter to sit on that. Good lead at second base. That one gets away, and he will make it to third easily. So Jake Finken now in scoring position at third base with only 1 out. And of course, there are many ways to score from third base with only 1 out, including a squeeze.
Bulldogs like the bunt, Jay.
The infield is in.
Guarding against the bunt.
Well, you know, we always say how it turns a 250 hitter into a 350 hitter, and Makai Simons is a 412 hitter. So what does that mean, Chris? Does that mean he becomes a 600 hitter?
Hey, we see it, let's go.
Just stands behind us, caught that foul ball.
Because any hard hit ball is going to go through.
Right.
I mean, you look at the Northeast infield, they're either on the grass or one step from the grass, way up and out.
You don't even need a hard hit ball, Jay. You just need one over their heads. That's all. And that run will score easily. He can walk in from third.
Simons also has 3 home runs this season. Curveball outside and low. That's the one thing about Rose's curveball. He has so much movement on it, it's hard to keep it in the strike zone. It's easy to get swings and misses, but hard to keep it framed correctly. Big fastball. He got him. He struck him out. A huge strikeout. 2 outs in the inning.
The right fielder.
He went to the high fastball.
Number 5, Marino Nunez.
Very effective pitch there from Rose.
Marino Nunez 1 for 2 on the day. 2 outs and a runner at third. Yeah, Nunez keep this inning alive. Pitch is up high, count 1-0.
A lot of action on the text line tonight. The score is correct. Michael Gonzalez was asking. Northeast is going to come back strong. Go Kane, says Kimberly Martinez.
Pitch is in there for a strike, count 1-1.
We had to remove some of the from some of the users on the text line.
People jawing at each other,
saying things they shouldn't be saying. Gotta be a moderator.
Keep it friendly, folks. It's a family show.
Just doing my job. Usually we'll put someone in timeout, and that's a 5-minute timeout, and that ball's ripped to center field, but right at him. Makes the catch, Donatucci, and that will do it. No runs across. Finken stranded at third base. It is still 3-0. Yeah, because people are just, well, no, I'm saying what they're saying. Right.
Does he know?
With his headset. If he has his headset on, he can hear it.
Okay, I got you. Right, I got you. Okay, yeah, it's not like we're not on like.
Leading off for the Hurricanes, the right fielder, number 10, Ben Steinberg, number 10.
Leading off the bottom of the fifth, the right fielder number 10, Ben Steinberg.
They're always off unless I tell you on.
Bottom of the fifth, Jay. Hurricanes are running out of outs. Down to 9 outs.
And Hall is still acting like a walk in the park. He almost acting like this is a scrimmage.
Yeah, Hall's a man-eater right now, you know? See what I did there? John Oates, John Hall. Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon?
The game. Steinberg.
The Northeast bench is all on their feet and all right up against the fence right now. They know how important this inning is, Chris.
That's right, Jay. Like I said, they're running out of outs.
One thing I've noticed also, the scoreboard isn't on. And I know that they typically have the scoreboard on here.
What happens with leadoff walks, Jay, late in the game?
They usually score?
Well, here's Tyrone Bell, the catcher.
Number 19, Tyrone Bell Jr.
Tyrone Bell Jr. looking for his first hit of the game. And I'm sure he'd like to put one over the fence.
Wouldn't we all? a meeting at the mound, and it looks like Coach Cook having a word with his defense.
You know, he's letting John Hall, you know, he's like, I can't go for that. You know, we got a 3-run lead.
Chris.
A 3-run lead.
Come on.
And you walk the leadoff hitter. No can do.
I can't take it, Chris. I can't. You're killing me. Well, that one was a bad one. So Tyrone Bell.
You could kill the mute.
Tyrone Bell was nicked up earlier in the game. Throw to first base. Tyrone Bell is 6 foot, Chris, 240, and he is all of 240.
Yeah, he's a big boy, Jay.
Low. Bell is a senior.
Bell Jr. looking for his first hit of the game.
He's a senior hitting .296 this season with 1 home run, 7 RBIs. And this would be a good time for Northeast to get another one. There's the fastball in for a strike.
Let's go. Make contact now.
Really?
Runner goes. Throw to second. He's offline.
Good job. Good steal.
No, stolen base for Steinberg. That's exactly what the Canes were looking for.
Bring him home, baby.
The Canes with a runner in scoring position here with nobody out. Best start to an inning that they've had. It's almost thrown away. That run really doesn't matter because the Canes need 3 of them, so Hall should be focused on the batter, Tyrone Bell.
Well, it does matter though, Chris, because it matters for momentum.
It
You know,
does.
Northeast looking for anything they can sink their teeth into right now, and 1 run could be enormous for Northeast in terms of their confidence.
You're right.
And stemming the tide and getting things moving their way, because it seems like every time they get a runner on base, either there's a double play or they get thrown out or something happens that's not in their favor, and they're just looking for anything to go their way right now. Here's a snap throw to second base. He's going to be safe at second. But you can tell it's palpable in the dugout. As we look over in the Northeast dugout, you can see all the players at the edge of the dugout, all of them standing.
Just looks to me like Hall doesn't want to pitch to Bell.
Hit to right field. That's going to be a base hit. Rounding third on the way home. Here's the throw home. And there is no throw home as the runner stays at third base.
Good cut.
And Chris, the reason why is there's no outs.
No outs.
So first and third, there'll be a runner for Bell. It'll be Cameron Pitzer running for Bell at first base. And Chris, I would be shocked if he is not off with the first or second pitch here.
Owen Sloan, the batter, second baseman, number 11.
Sloan grounded to short back in the second inning.
The pinch runner for Bell.
Hitting .292 this season, 5'10", 170 is Sloan. Big lead at first base. I will be absolutely shocked if he is not going. And he is going. No, he is not. He took about 3 steps towards second base and turned back around. Maybe he didn't feel like he got the jump. All I can think there, Chris.
Absolutely, Jay.
You know, I wouldn't put it past Northeast to get in a rundown either and let that run at third score. There he goes. And he swung. Oh, he swung. You can even hear the bench say, "Don't swing." Everybody but Sloan knew.
In fairness to Sloan, he saw something he liked. You know, I don't know, Jay. You got a bunch of people on the bench batting with him right now, and he wanted to swing at it.
But the point.
Oh, I get it.
But the point is to get him at second, so a base hit scores 2
and stay out of the double
one.
play. Potentially.
There's so many things that could have happened there, and that's another thing that Northeast just can't get out of their own way right now.
You're right, Jay. You're absolutely right. They're all trying to do a little bit too much right away.
And you can see now the coach at third for Northeast having a little chat saying, you know, hey, you gotta know that runner has to be at second base.
Head coach Mike Gillette having a chat with the batter.
Gillette actually on the bench.
Sloan.
That is the third base coach. Gillette does not coach the bases. Big lead at first.
He looks like a coach.
Huge lead at first base.
You try it again, Jay. No swing.
Cameron Pitzer with a huge lead, not going, and this time he took the pitch, and it looked like a strike to us, but
just a bit outside.
The umpire saying low and outside. Corey McEwen, the home plate umpire, and he swung at that one too. The runner was on his way. Oh boy!
Souvenir landed behind us.
This is just a series of unfortunate events for Northeast right now. Like I said, they just can't get out of their own way. Sometimes you press the game, sometimes the game comes to you. Runner goes again, and this one hits to second base. It'll score the run. Northeast gets on the board. It is now 3-1. A huge run there for Northeast.
An RBI. Stay out of the double play, but the run was able to score. A productive out for Owen Sloan and the Hurricanes.
Number 5, Manny Corella. Number 5.
Manny Corella, the batter, the shortstop.
That replay brought to you by Emilio Sierra, our producer. Thank you, Emilio.
Manny Corella hit by a pitch back in the third. Runner at second with one out.
In the dirt. This has all the makings of a rally for Northeast right now. Getting that first run across, we call it in basketball getting the lid off the basket. And I think now Northeast getting that first run has gotten the lid off the basket. Here's the throw to second base. He's going to be safe at second. It was closer than we thought. You know, Chris, when you're in there to run as a pinch runner, you best not get picked off.
No, that happens more often than you think.
So Pitzer lucky to get back in at second base.
Hall's paying attention to him at second.
Don't be surprised if Pitzer doesn't try to swipe third here, because with only one out, getting that runner to third could be a huge advantage for Northeast. And he's got a big lead at second. There's nobody watching him. Here's the throw to second base. He's going to be safe at second. I think South Broward is on to the fact that Northeast may try to steal here. Huge situation here for Northeast. In for a strike at the knees on the outside corner. Pretty pitch there from Hall. This is the first time we've seen Hall in any kind of trouble this game.
Another throw over. Is it not plugged in? It's just falling away.
Emilio, you got to let me know when it's not charging. Is it charging now?
And another throw to second. Hurricanes making a lot of noise in the dugout.
We turned on the mic in the Northeast dugout. Popped up. Where's this one gonna go? Is it out of play? On the dugout.
Top of the dugout.
Guys, I'm going to go for an interview with the head coach for Northeast, Mike Gillette, in a little while. Popped up, makes the catch.
Top of the order, Nick Steinberg.
Designated hitter, number 3, Nick Steinberg. Number 3.
Yeah. Hey. Look.
It just popped to left center. Center fielder under it. And Valencias makes the catch.
And that will
third
do it.
out.
I'm going to get a little interview with Mike Gillette. Folks, I have head coach of Northeast High School, Mike Gillette, with me right now, and we wanted to just do a quick interview. Mike, so far in this game, down 3-1, but maybe the tide turning a little bit, the momentum turning a little bit. How important was getting that first run on the board last inning?
It's very important considering we gave away 3 runs. But as long as we keep fighting, we're still in the game. We made a pitching change, so hopefully the bats will start getting moving. We just got to cut down on the defensive mistakes.
Well, it seems like you're getting runners on base each inning. You know, in the first inning, you had 1 runner on. In the second inning, 1 runner on, and then runners started getting thrown out on the bases. And you know, how frustrating is that when you start getting your offense going, and then it gets stopped with base paths instead of at the bats?
Yeah, it's very frustrating, especially we're not executing. You know, we need to execute better.
Can we expect out of him?
Give or take, he'll probably finish the game.
We appreciate you taking a little time with us in between game. Very generous with your time. Thank you, Coach Gillette.
Thank you.
Let go!
We didn't tell them.
If you can't make a play on it,
because you don't even know when he's in. I guess he'll point. No, right here.
Got it?
Ball gets away from the catcher on the second. Goes Murillo.
You know, Chris, that ball had a lot of spin on it. That could have easily went foul.
Great start for the Bulldogs.
You know, as Coach Gillette said in his interview I just did, that run was so important for Northeast.
Top of the 6th. Okay, started at 6:30. Luis Nunez, the batter, he's a third baseman.
I don't know what they're meeting about here because when I spoke to Coach Gillette, he said that Donatucci probably is going to pitch the rest of the game. So I don't think this has anything to do with pitching or pitching changes.
I think this is about to maybe possibly break up the momentum. The Bulldogs seem to be putting a big inning together. He had a base hit and a stolen base, run in scoring position with no outs here in the top of the 6th. Probably trying to break the momentum.
I think also maybe to talk about what to do on the bunt, because if Nunez does decide to lay one down, and the third baseman for Northeast, which is Robert Zwani, if he charges, they got to know that the shortstop is coming in behind him, which is Manny Corella. Big swing and a miss at that one, so no bunt on that play. Doesn't mean the bunt won't be on this play, though. Although, Chris, when you've got the number 4 hitter up, you really don't want to take the bat out of the hands of your number 4 hitter. That's the guy you really want to be swinging the bat.
Especially with a runner in scoring position, nobody out.
And Nunez this season hitting 400. Hits that one foul. But Chris, his on-base percentage is .571. So why would you bunt and give an out away when your batter is on base more than he's not? Did he go? No, he did not.
Very close.
And no way the field umpire is going to override that. No. I don't know that I've ever seen a field umpire standing in the shortstop area ever has overridden a home plate umpire just because of his positioning. Almost impossible to override him. And he threw another curveball, and this one's popped up. This is going to be a hard play. Going back, it's going to be a hit. On his way to third, here's the play at third base. He's going to be safe at third. Runners at first and third with no outs for South Broward. South Broward now looking to add to their lead some insurance.
First baseman, number 18, Max Odes. Number 18.
Max Odes, the batter, is the first baseman. 0 for 1 with a walk. Runners first and third, nobody out. The Bulldogs are in business here in the 6th. Want to pad their 2-run lead.
So will he be stealing? Nunez at first base has a good lead over there. Fastball fouled straight back. Donatucci with good velocity on his fastball and good run on it too. It is breaking away from those right-handed hitters. Pressure moments.
Runner goes.
Runner goes. And they do throw through. Safe at second. Boy, that could have cost them another run.
Nunez very speedy at first base. So there you go, Jay. It's the hallmarks of a really strong inning for the Bulldogs.
And you know, a lot of times a runner like Murillo at third would have tried to score, but I think with no outs, they're just playing it safe right now.
No outs. Exactly right, Jay.
Letting the batter do the work. And, you know, Max Odes this season hitting .364. He's a senior, 6'1", 240, and he is all of that, folks.
He's a beast, Jay.
And Odes also with a .533 on base percentage. These are gaudy on base percentages for South Broward. And,
way up high.
And what that tells you also, because Odes hitting .364 to have such a high on base percentage means he's got a good eye up there. It means he's selective. He's looking at his pitches. He's zoning pitches where he likes them.
He's a very patient hitter, but he hasn't seen this pitcher yet today, Donatucci.
Infield is in here, and like we always say, a .364 hitter turns into a .464 hitter. You can add 100 points to the average when the infield is in. Sometimes more.
And time is called.
I'll tell you guys, Northeast field is in tremendous condition here.
Big lead from second.
He walked him. I don't know that that's the worst thing in the world for Northeast right now.
Well,
Valencia's coming up now. Singleton scored in the second.
Luke Valencias.
Valencia's Singleton scored in the second.
I'm never in favor of putting a runner on, Jay, but there's nothing you can do. You have to pitch around
Sometimes if you have second and third, it's not the worst thing because it
sets up a force.
Sets up a force at home and also sets up the double play.
Please tell me it's... Is it good?
Inside and low.
Okay. Yes.
1-0. The one thing they can't do here, Chris, is walk him.
No, that's
I'll tell you, that would be a
nowhere
disaster, especially after walking the last batter.
You got nowhere to put him, Jay. You have to pitch to him.
Inside 2-0. This could be trouble for Northeast. Folks, let's set the stage for you, reset the stage. It is 3-1 in favor of South Broward. South Broward has bases loaded here in the top of the 6th inning and no outs. That's a fastball down Broadway, in for a strike. Count now 2-1. They forced.
This is a big pitch, Jay.
They're forcing Donatucci to throw strikes, and that one popped up. Is it going to go out of play? Yes, it is.
Oh,
just gets over the bench.
Tough break.
So the count even at 2-2 now.
As this game slowed to a crawl, Jay. Donatucci very slow in between pitches. Got to pitch to him. Count 2-2. Nowhere to put him, Jay.
Got in for strike 3. He struck him out. Looking.
You got to swing at that, Jay. That's too close. Tough break for Valencias.
Number 3, John Hall. Number 3.
Here's the pitcher, John Hall. He's got 2 strikeouts on the day. Boy, would he like a hit here, Jay. And we may not get to see him hit, Jay. I believe we're going to have a pinch hitter for Hall. We'll get you his name shortly, folks. Looks like number 12, Lucas Martinez, to pinch hit for John Hall. John Hall, far more productive from the mound than the plate today.
Pinch hitting for the pitcher, number 12, Lucas Martinez. Number 12.
Right down the line.
So now a meeting. It'll be Coach Cook coming out to talk with the pinch hitter. Lucas Martinez. Martinez hitting 300 this season. He is a senior, 5'9", 175. In a huge position here. Bases loaded and 1 out. This could blow the game open for South Broward. Fastball outside. You know, Laszlo, when you've got bases loaded in a situation like this, you've got Donatucci on the mound, who's been here before, but
Sure.
you got to wonder if he's feeling the pressure right now.
Oh, the pressure's all on him. You know, to try to keep this game close, he's got to throw strikes. Got to try to keep his team in the game.
And speaking of pressure, you know, coming in as a pinch hitter, you wonder how Lucas is feeling right now. Pounded into the ground, that'll go foul. Lucas Martinez comes into the game, gets tapped on the shoulder. Oh, by the way, go into the game where we got bases loaded and 1 out. Go have fun, kid.
I'll tell you what, though, looking at his numbers for the year, his on-base percentage is .588.
And we're seeing a lot of that from South Broward, which tells me, you know, that's coaching. When you see that many players with over 500 on base percentage.
Absolutely.
Outside and high. Count even, 2-2. In for strike 3. He struck him out at the knees. A huge strikeout for Donatucci.
Back-to-back Ks for Northeast.
Back-to-back looking Ks.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable. But here is the hottest hitter on South Broward right now. Jake Finken singled, an RBI single in the second, singled in the fifth. He is 2 for 2 on the day. Finken this season only hitting .211, but that might as well be .511 the way he's hitting tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And they're gonna talk about this because it's such a crucial situation right now. They've been able to hang on and not allow any runs right now, and one more out and to be out in the inning, trying to make another comeback at this 3-1 lead. So coach wants to be able to have the pitcher throw exactly the type of pitches they've been throwing.
Umpire's going to come break this up. This is taking too long. Umpire broke it up, but I don't think anyone cares. Throws to first. Unbelievable. Threw behind. That could have been a disaster.
Absolutely. Great catch by the first baseman for Northeast, number 13.
That can't be what they came out to talk about.
No. They're trying to break up the momentum.
No way they came out to talk about throwing behind the runner at first base.
This is like trying to ice the kicker. Finken's swinging a red-hot bat right now.
And foul that one back. That swing looked good, too.
They're looking to break the momentum because think about it. There's nowhere to put this guy. They have to pitch to him. They're going to take a chance on the guy at first. Where's he going to run?
Usually the number 8 hitter would be the one you'd want to face in this situation.
You would think
but
so.
Tonight, Finken has been one of the best hitters, and he does it again! One run will score! Here comes the second runner. He'll stop. And it's another RBI hit for Finken. And look at the bench for South Broward going bananas over there. Finken comes through again. Unbelievable. The number 8 hitter, Jake. One run will score. Here comes the second runner. He'll stop. And it's another RBI hit for Finken. And look at the bench for South Broward going bananas.
It's a dog-eat-dog world right now, but Donatucci's definitely a milk bone.
Best kept secret for the Bulldogs is Jake Finken. I will tell you that. They hit him in that number 8 slot tonight.
3 for 3.
Big swing and a miss. So now it's Jacob LaRock, 0 for 1 on the night, had a successful sacrifice in the 5th. What excitement here at Northeast High School. Curveball, nice pitch, in for a strike.
Beautiful pitch, and Donatucci's got to do more of that, Jay.
Well, I
got to get ahead of these batters.
I think LaRock's saying, why'd you throw that one to me? Where's that pitch been? That's pretty unfair.
Yeah. Finken's getting all the good hits. Bases loaded, 2 out, 1 in.
Big swing and a miss. He struck him out.
There you go. One way to get out of the inning.
That will do it.
Out the side.
But 1 run scores. South Broward now leads 4-0. Excuse me, 4-1. You're watching HS Hall has gone all the way for South Broward tonight and has pitched very well.
Here's Jaden Ella to lead off the bottom of the 6th. The left fielder is 0 for 2 with a walk.
Leading off for the Hurricanes, number 7, the center fielder, Shaden Bella. Number 7.
Look, I bring her money, they change up the topic. I got a 19 and it fold in my pocket. She gave me a number.
Guys, I'm gonna try and get another interview in between while we're going here with South Broward. I'm gonna give him the thumbs up, which is where you guys fill your commentary.
Pop them up. I'm going in. I'm actually going in.
No, but that's all he's done is collect.
Here you go.
It's a screamer down the left field line. And Northeast has the base runner on. He's going to second. Play safe. Wow. He hammered that ball down the left field line. Let's go. That's one way to get around starting.
Number 25,
What?
Nick
Talk? Up to you. I can go. Yeah?
Okay, folks, I am in the dugout with head coach Cook. And last inning, you added an insurance run. How's everything feeling right now for you and your team?
Yeah, John got a changeup up right there. He's pitched really well. I think he's starting to get a little bit tired here. I felt like we left a few runs out there. We had bases loaded.
Were you anticipating Hall going the entire game tonight? Was that the plan?
No. He still is on. We're on about 70 at this point. But I would let him go 80, 90. But I got Sebastian Avon's warmed up and ready to go.
How important was that insurance run last inning for you guys?
Yeah, that was big. That was big. It's a close game right now, and 3 sounds better than 2.
And that one to right field. On his way to second base, and he's in with a stand-up double, and we'll let Coach Cook get back to coaching. Thanks for your time. On his way.
Look yourself up at home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in.
Now pitching. Number 24.
So guys, while I was interviewing Coach Cook,
Number 24.
all heck broke loose out on the field, and
Absolutely.
and Nick Donatucci absolutely ripped that ball off the wall.
To start the inning, the second pitch was ripped down the left field line, raced around the second base, close play, and made a tremendous diving effort. And then, like you said, the next batter cleared one probably about 2 feet away from the right field wall. Now we got 4-2 ball game.
Thanks, bud.
So back-to-back hits for Northeast knocks Hall out of the game. And just as I was talking with Coach Cook about Hall and the possibility of him throwing a complete game. One pitch later, Hall was knocked out of the game. So who would have thought that? So we'll now take a look at the new pitcher coming in for South Broward, and it's a big boy. It's a flamethrower. It's number 24. We do not have a 24 in our on our stats, so we'll try to get that for you.
A correction on the pitcher for the Bulldogs. It's number 25, but number 24 in gray, Sebastian Lavin.
So I guess he's wearing a 24 uniform, but he's listed under number 25.
Okay, now we've got it. So Sebastian Lavin, and that one hit hard, going back, and it is gone! It is gone! Unbelievable! Northeast has tied the game! One pitch and it was Guida! Guida tied the game! Northeast going absolutely insane! It was Guida! It was Guida! A massive two-run home run, a no-doubter! The ball was high into the night sky and traveled about 400 feet. Tied the game! Northeast going absolutely insane! It was Guida! It was Guida! Forget what you know about momentum. Forget what you know about Northeast woes this game. They have tied this game.
Pitch the first pitch, right? First
Imagine
pitch.
how he's feeling right now.
First pitch tie game. Oh, that knocks John Hull out of the win. It's a new game.
Big curveball in for a strike, and guys, we have a new ball game. It seems as though, you know, and I'll bring Justin in on this one. Justin, is it because we're here?
It might be. It might be because we're here.
Unbelievable! It seems every broadcast we do, no matter what's happening, the game ends up somehow close late in the game. Big sweeping curveball, and it is hit right at the pitcher, Lavon, who catches it for the first out of the inning.
It was a very nice athletic play by him
The right fielder,
to calm his nerves a bit.
Ben Steinberg.
Ben Steinberg has also not made an out tonight. Singled in the second, singled and scored in the fifth. And you can hear the Northeast bench now going absolutely berserk. And we turned on the mic of the Northeast dugout so you folks at home could hear the excitement in the dugout.
Oh, hit him in the wallet. This pitch is all over the place, Jay. Well, John Hull gets a no decision. He went 5 1/3 innings, 2 runs, 2 walks,
Pitched
and
a
1
heck of a ball
strikeout.
game, Chris.
Beautiful ball game. He gave up those 2 runs. That was it.
And it was right when I went for that interview with Coach Cook
Exactly, yes.
that everything went sideways for South Broward. So he'll never let me in the dugout again. I can promise you that.
Should go over and talk to the home team.
I think I'm going to have to. Because I know I'm not getting an interview from the visitor dugout anymore.
It's Tyrone Bell, the catcher. Tough break for the new pitcher, folks. Pitch is popped up and out of play. Heads up!
Let's go, Tyrone, you're on and get on top.
Keep their mic open. Yeah, close that mic. Pitch is low. Keep his mic open until I give you the thumbs up. Watch for me though. You have to, yeah.
The pressure's mounting on Sebastian Lavon on the mound.
Not what he had in mind for this outing.
No, definitely not.
He's fighting, kid.
It's fouled away. Got a piece of it.
It's on a check swing.
Umpire Corey McEwen requesting some balls.
Yeah.
You're in there!
You want? You want to go again?
Nice try, dog.
Number 17.
To get that interview, or maybe I will. Here comes Coach Gillette right now, and we'll try to make this as quick as we can for you. Get the momentum to turn around and get Hall out of the game and get everything moving in the right direction.
Well, offensively, we
It is absolute bedlam in the northeast dugout right now. The fans going crazy. This game has completely turned around.
That was a sweeping thing.
We did not expect such a huge turnaround. We did.
What dugout you going to next, Jay?
Strikeout. So there's.
I don't know. I'm looking for dugouts anywhere I can go now.
Can you go find the New York Yankees, please? They're in need of some offense.
The shortstop, number 5, Manny Corella. Number 5.
Another HSBN Live classic. As it seems wherever we go, it's a traveling road show.
Manny Corella with one out in the inning. Double, double, home run, single, single, double.
Unbelievable, Chris.
What an inning.
Who would have thought? Popped up. Looks like it'll go out of play, and it will. You know, we got to do this all again tomorrow morning. So it doesn't stop here. HSBN Live and the South Florida Broadcast Network tomorrow on Channel 2. We will do the girls. It'll be Miami-Dade College softball starting at 1 p.m. We will start our pregame show at 12:30. A double header, 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock, as it will be the Lady Sharks on Channel 2 tomorrow.
The Sharkettes.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that will do it, but not before the damage is done.
It's the Northeast Hurricanes 5 and the South Broward Bulldogs 4.
Cameron Pitzer is the one that hit that triple. Stand-up triple. Cameron Pitzer hit a stand-up triple. Pitzer. P-I-T-Z-E-R.
Yeah, no, Gray is out Northeast is last.
Well, 18 was standing at third base.
Yeah, but Paul was the hitter, I think. Because Pitcher's been running for him.
That could be. That could be. You probably know better. The one that hit the triple?
Bell hit the triple.
Okay, all right. So somebody's standing.
Yeah, it was Bell that hit the triple.
Yeah, he's the catcher.
Bell hit the triple and Pitcher came in to run. So
Gotcha.
Bell delivered another knockout blow there. So we go to the top of the 7th inning. It is now Northeast with the lead.
Just the way the Hurricanes drew it up.
5-4. Northeast leads 5-4. It has been an unbelievable game tonight. Northeast looked like they had no chance of any offense in this game. Hall had them all tied up and turned around. And out of nowhere, Northeast on doubles by Jaden Vela and Nick Donatucci, and a massive home run by Ryan Guida. Ben Steinberg kept it going with a hit, and then it was Tyrone Bell who delivered the knockout with an RBI triple. Northeast leads 5-4.
Last licks for the Bulldogs. I didn't think I was going to say that.
As you can see on our scoreboard, folks, Northeast has taken the lead, and we are in the top of the 7th and final inning, barring a tie. Of course, with a tie, we would go to extra innings as we have done on our broadcasts.
We have a new catcher for the Hurricanes, number 17, Matthew Pearson. So Tyrone Bell with that stand-up triple earns the rest of the evening off, as the Hurricanes are 3 outs away from coming from behind to
Some
win
other
this
changes
game.
for the Hurricanes. Playing left field, number 3, Nick Steinberg. Moving over to center is number 10, Ben Steinberg.
A lot of changes
and moving
here.
to right field, number 4, Joey Marone.
The entire outfield has changed for Northeast.
So Nick Steinberg to third, Ben Steinberg to second. And I didn't get who's name right field.
Everybody seems to be ready but the umpire.
He was looking for balls earlier.
And moving from center field to second base, number 7, Jaden Vela of the Hurricanes. The batter is the shortstop, number 7, Makai Simons, number 7.
Here we go. Last licks for the Bulldogs. Top of the 7th.
Can you believe this?
No, but we weren't saying this at all earlier in the game, Jay. Like you said earlier, Jay, it seems the Hurricanes want it more right now.
We're going to open the microphone for the South Broward dugout. Fastball in for a strike. Nick Donatucci, the lefty, in there to finish up for Northeast. He's pitched well. Both pitchers tonight coaches kids, as Rose, the son of Babe Rose, and Donatucci, the son of Mike Donatucci, and that one hit to center field. This should be the first out, a can of corn.
The right fielder, number 5, Marino Nunez.
So Marino Nunez now will step in. He is 1 for 3 on the night.
On a good note, Jay, no parents got thrown out of the game tonight.
That we know of.
That we know of.
Find a way, let's go!
Was that Taravella?
So Big swing and a miss at the fastball.
Marino Nunez, the batter.
I think he tried to pull that one, Chris. I think with Donatucci, you got to take that fastball to right field.
That's right.
He's got good run on that fastball. It's moving out against the righties. And look at that one on the inside part of the plate. Donatucci working quickly right now.
Nunez 1 for 3 on the evening.
Let's go! Hey, come on, Marino, let's go! Let's go! You gotta fight now! Let's go!
Did he go? Yes, he did. The ball gets away, and he's going to get to first base. Unbelievable. So South Broward gets the tying run on base on a strikeout. Oh, boy.
Catcher, number 13, Jalmar Morijo.
So to go to strikeout for Donatucci.
Not the way they drew it up. When I say they, I mean either team. And now, the go-ahead run comes to the plate in the form of Junior Murillo. Murillo, 1 for 2 on the night, also was hit by a pitch, and he has scored a run.
See it early, let's go!
Fastball low. The one thing Donatucci cannot afford right now is to get behind in the count on the number 3 hitter, Junior Murillo. Murillo does have a home run to his credit this season. He is a senior. You can hear a pin drop here. That one missed. The tension is so thick right now.
I thought that was the humidity.
The humidity has also risen, Chris. And that one inside, so a 3-ball count. Wow.
Not what you want right here, Jay.
Oscar has 14 walks on the season and a 933 on base.
Fastball right down Broadway for a strike.
Murillo's thinking ball 4. Started walking to first.
This is the biggest pitch of the night. It is a full count, 1 out.
Time's called.
Bulldogs down 1 run. They have been up this entire game. They have been playing from ahead. They were up 1-0. They were up 3-0. They were up 3-1. They were up 4-1. Hit into the ground foul. And now, all of a sudden, they find themselves down 5-4.
In the final inning of the evening.
Incredible pressure here at Northeast High School, and it is our pleasure to bring it to you, folks. We are so glad you could join us tonight. This game, of course, was a makeup of a rainout. Curveball hit on the ground. Here's the play. He got him. 2 outs. So the tying run goes to second base, which does make things a little interesting. Of course it does. And of course you have the number 4 hitter coming up, Luis Nunez, who is 1 for 3 on the night. Nunez hitting .400 this season with a .571 on base percentage. And if you're thinking about walking him, folks, think again, because on deck is Max Odes. And Max Odes this season hitting .364 with a .533 on base percentage. So it doesn't really get much easier. Even if you try to pitch around Nunez here, I don't think that would be a good idea to put the potential go-ahead run on base here. I think you got to pitch to him.
Let's go, baby.
But then again, what do I know?
Pitch is low. I agree with you, Jay. You got to pitch him. You don't want to put him on base.
Oh, I thought you were going to agree and saying, what do I know?
Well, no. I don't know.
Well said. Oh, we almost hit him.
You don't want to give him first base.
You know, I'll tell you, if he pulled the Engelbert there, I think he could have taken a base.
Rudy Stein, lean into it.
What was it, Roger Dorn from Major League?
Hit hard.
This is the third base. He's booted it. He booted it. It's now first and third. It was a hard hit ball and a very hard play. It'll go as a hit. Robert Zwanny could not hold it as it was a smash to third base.
What Zwanny did was
Number 18.
he kept that ball in front of him and held him to an infield single.
Very well said, Chris.
I learned that from the bad news bit. Hit your body, you can still make the play, and you stopped it from getting worse and a run scored.
So it's now Max Odes.
First and third now.
Max Odes has a chance to tie this game, or better still, for South Broward, put the Bulldogs ahead as the go-ahead run at first, the tying run at third.
Nobody better. Let's go.
Did he go? Yes, he did. Oh, that one was close. Donatucci went with the letter-high fastball there. Odes could not lay off of
See it
it.
early. Let's go. See it early. Recognize the pitch. Let's go.
Big deep breath from Odes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball.
One strike away.
Odes was looking to put that one over the wall. Down to their final strike is South Broward.
Nobody better. Let's go.
Here's the 0-2 from Donatucci.
Everything on the line. Low.
Count 1 and 2.
Good pitch for the pitcher's pitch there from Donatucci. Donatucci has been up to the challenge. We'll see if Odes is for South Broward. Curveball! He struck him out! That'll do it! That'll do it! Northeast wins the game!
Your Northeast High School Hurricanes 5.
Caught him looking with the curveball. Northeast comes all the way back and beats South Broward 5-4.
We ask you to please get home safely. Good night.
It has been our pleasure to bring you tonight's game, and I'm going to go for an interview, a quick one with Coach Gillette for Northeast. How about back-to-back 5-4 finishes on back-to-back nights?
Oh, it's an amazing comeback. Back for the Hurricanes, who trailed the entire game. And give them credit, guys. They never gave up, man. You know?
Absolutely.
Bulldogs jumped ahead, and, you know, the Hurricanes just chipped away at it. They got the pitcher out of the game. They knocked John Hall out of the game. He gave up that hit in I believe it was the 6th inning.
Yes.
And that was it. And then it was back.
Can I get one more real quick?
They're going to win match, I guess. Oh, no. Punishment if you lose.
They have the support of their home fans here, and they definitely love their Hurricanes here.
So the Hurricanes tame the Bulldogs here late in the game, come back, and they win it 5-4. Beautiful game. Donatucci.
We are waiting for Coach
in
Gillette.
relief of Logan Rose, and he came in and just shut the door. Didn't give up any. A couple of hits here and there, sprayed a few.
Absolutely.
But overall, a great comeback for the Hurricanes.
And great pitching at the very end.
And we are about ready for our post-game show here, folks, as Northeast High School has defeated South Broward 5-4 in a stunning comeback. And we are going to try and get Coach Gillette for a quick interview. Don't go anywhere yet, folks. We're going to get Coach Gillette. Okay, I'm here with Coach Gillette, and we're going to do a post-game interview. Coach Gillette, the ups and downs of high school baseball, we saw it all tonight.
Get your blood flowing, man.
We went from the team being stuck in mud in the first couple of innings, not being able to capitalize with runners on base, a beautiful pitching performance from John Hall from South Broward, and it just seemed like Northeast couldn't get the engine going. And then all of a sudden, like a wildfire, Northeast, like a hurricane, just came in and just absolutely destroyed South Broward in one inning. Give us an idea how it felt for you and for the team going through those ups and downs tonight.
I'll tell you what, there was times where you thought that the kids were just going to give up and just pack it in, and then they just kept fighting back. They kept talking in the dugout, getting each other's back, and then we just knew we had to be patient. We had to be patient, pick our spots. Defensively let us down a couple times, but then they kind of pulled it together, and then, out of nowhere, you came in our dugout, and there was the double, and then we just started hitting. Once Guida hit the home run, I think that was pretty much, we got the lead, and then we just held on barely at the end.
So talk about the pitching performances, first by Rose and then by Donatucci.
Logan did an absolute great job. He's been pitching pretty much lights out since he's been this whole year. And Donatucci, we're starting to throw him more now. He threw a couple innings against Fort Lauderdale. Now he closed it out tonight. And this is what we kind of expected from the two pitchers. We were just hoping the defense would stay together.
How does this position you for your district and the upcoming games?
The 2 seed right now, so because we lost to Punch Charter, which is a very good team. So we're happy with the 2 seeds. First time we've beaten South Broward, I think, since this district's been created. So we're happy with that. It was a good win. We took care of Fort Lauderdale last Monday, and then now we just took care of South Broward.
Well, we appreciate you taking some time. You can go enjoy this win with your team. Coach Gillette from Northeast High School, thanks for taking some time with us.
Thank you.
From Northeast High School. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you all tomorrow on Channel 2 at Miami-Dade College softball.
Thank you, everybody.
Are we